Sunday afternoon. It's 4. Is it afternoon or is it early evening? Whatever. It's Sunday. You know what that means? That means Sunday dinner. Come on in, have a seat. Now listen, I picked this Sunday meal. Usually I'll ask them, sorry, there's the cuckoo clock, what they want. No one really gave me an answer, so I thought, I'm going to decide. And I knew I wanted kind of a comfort meal, but I didn't want to do fried chicken. Because on Sundays, everybody's kind of in and out of the house. I never know what time everybody's going to be around. So I thought about Amish chicken. Now, I've made Amish chicken for you before. It's been a while. But I wanted that kind of that gravy and chicken and that soothing comfort type of food today. So I decided to have with it mashed potatoes and green beans because that's my favorite. Green beans are my favorite. So I've got my green beans going and I've got my mashed potatoes. I won't start them till later because this takes an hour and a half in the oven, which is perfect for today. That way everybody's home, it's in the oven, and I don't have to worry about it. I can go sit and relax. So how's your Sunday? I hope it's well. I've just been kind of putting around the house. I decorated for Easter. When the kids were little, they loved me to decorate for every holiday. And even as adults, they still say, Mom, when are you going to decorate? So I decorated for Easter, got that done. I don't have a lot of things. I have a few cute things. Some things my grandma gave me when I was younger, when I first got married. I put all those out. I've got some things here. You can see my windowsill. I just got this little, let me show you. I just got this little candle holder at the thrift store. Isn't that the cutest? And it's got some wooden eggs in it. I've got that in my window here. And I got my little egg bushel there. Anyway, I digress. So I've got my little cute little Easter things out. So let's get busy on this. I've got about a cup of flour and you want bone-in skin chicken, okay? This is gonna work best with that. So in my flour, I'm gonna season it. I just added some paprika. I'm gonna do some black pepper. Salt, of course, and then I'm going to do some granulated garlic or garlic powder, same thing, and some onion powder. Now I have my 9x13 baking dish here, and I am going to spray it with a little bit of cooking spray, just so cleanup's easier. I've got a 9x13 here. I just hit it with some non-stick cooking spray. That'll help me later when I do the dishes. All right, for me, I have 5 bone-in chicken thighs because that's my favorite and that's what I had in the freezer. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our chicken and we're gonna just put it in that flour. Coat the chicken in the flour. And then we're going to put it directly into our baking dish. Go. Get all those pieces nice and coated in the flour. Tomorrow, I don't know if I'll be with you tomorrow. I know Mondays I usually cook, but I have to take my mom. She's getting some cortisone shots done in her back, so I need to pick her up and take her to the hospital to get those done. Her appointment is 3:15, so I have no idea what time she'll get done. By the time I drop her off at home, I'll take her to get food, so she'll have it for the evening. So I'll of course take her leftovers from today, but I usually pick her up something wherever she wants. Go through the drive-through, get her a couple sandwiches to have in the evening. She's teeny tiny. She doesn't eat a couple of sandwiches, but I buy her 2. That way she has one for the next day. Because she lives even further out in the country than I do. All right, there we go. There are our pieces of chicken coated. Now I'm going to move this out of my way. But my tongs in the sink. All right. Now I like to put a little bit more paprika on top of my chicken. There we go. Now, for the gravy part, this kind of bakes and makes its own gravy. So you need 1.5 cups of water. And then you're going to do 1.5 cups of heavy cream. Ooh, I made a strawberry shortcake trifle earlier, and that recipe will be up later. I'm kind of doing them separate so my videos aren't like 14 hours long and y'all get bored with me. I can't wait to eat that. Strawberry shortcake is my absolute favorite. So we're having Amish chicken, mashed potatoes, and the gravy that it makes, and green beans. I got a little bit, I bought some dinner rolls, so we're gonna have some dinner rolls, and then that strawberry shortcake trifle. All right, we're gonna pour this in. Go, heavy cream. Now, I remember the last time I made this, I wish it had a little bit more gravy. I remember that. So, what I'm gonna do, I've got just a packet of chicken gravy here, and I've mixed it up per directions, and it said 1 cup of water. So that's what I've done. I've mixed that chicken gravy in with 1 cup of water. We'll see how that turns out. So that's my own addition to this recipe. Okay. We're gonna pour this right over the chicken. There we go. I'm gonna just kind of spread my chicken out here just a little bit. There's room for it. There we go. All right. Now we're gonna take this mixture and we're gonna pour it right over our chicken. And half of it went over top of me. Should put my apron on. There we go. I'm gonna add a little bit more salt and pepper to our chicken. Into our gravy. 350 degrees, uncovered for 1 hour and 30 minutes, or until our chicken, 350 degrees for 1.5 hours until our chicken is cooked through. So we're gonna see, I'm gonna set the timer for 1.5 hours and we'll go from there, and I'll be back to show you, and we'll have Sunday dinner. We have about 25 minutes left on the clock. Now I've taken the chicken out. Look how that chicken is browning. This is our broth. It's a little too loose for me. I want a thicker gravy. So I'm gonna come in with 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. I made a slurry with a little bit of water, and we're gonna get that poured right in. Get that whisk in there. Personal preference. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. So we're just gonna give it a nice whisk here. Smells so good. This is gonna help thicken up that gravy when it goes back in the oven. Now I did try it with the broth before I added the cornstarch, and it needs a little bit more salt to my taste. We got our mashed potatoes and green beans going. It's going to go a little bit more salt, a little bit more black pepper. Give that a quick stir. I'm going to try to get all those bits off the bottom there of that chicken. All right. Now I'm just going to put my chicken right back in, and I'm going to put it back in the oven for the remainder of the time that's left. Might get it a couple extra minutes since I've had it out for a couple minutes. All right. Probably about the 20-minute mark you want to do this if you want to thicken up your gravy. Go get all that good gravy back in there. And there you have it. I've been had a snack of Doritos. I'm hungry. I haven't had anything to eat since breakfast. All right. We're gonna get this back in the oven, and I'll show you when dinner's ready. Time's up. Sunday dinner is ready. Here I have some mashed potatoes and green beans that I made because, you know, it was Krista's choice, and that was my choice. that little bit of cornstarch was exactly what that gravy needed. And here we go. Oh, it's our chicken thigh. Let's put that on there. I've got some dinner rolls. I'm gonna move this off to the side here. Now, I'm gonna give this chicken a try for you. Oh, it's so tender. Look at that, friends. Just cutting right off of the bone. Let's give it a taste here. Super hot. Mmm. Absolutely delicious. It was so easy. Throw it all in the pan and forget about it for an hour and a half. Come back in, you know, half hour before serving, and throw you some of that cornstarch in there and thicken up that gravy. Delicious. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I know it's not corned beef and cabbage, but it's delicious. Thanks for stopping in, hanging out with me on Sunday. And I'm going to have dessert later, and I'm going to upload that video next. Maybe tomorrow, of the strawberry shortcake trifle. Oh, happy day for Krista.